Hi guys, welcome back to day 2 of the World Cup. I don't know, I need a series name. Someone give me a series name please. I need a series name for this. Obviously there's 39 days in total. Trying to do daily uploads for every single game. It's gonna be tough, but we're gonna pull through. We've got 6 games to react to. Let's start with the Canada game, since that was the furthest away, and so I don't forget it. Because it was quite a boring game. I think, and both teams, both. So I'm just getting my things up. I've got Bosnia. Obviously, were I think the better team. I think they defended really well. Obviously, Canada had more of the ball. You'd expect that in their home stadium, on the home pitch. I think overall a draw was fair. I think obviously Bosnia, like the Czech Republic against South Korea, very reliant on set pieces. You know, I've got a lot of big players. Demirovic, obviously Lukic, who scored the goal. Edin Dzeko, obviously everyone knows. Nikola Katic. Like, they've got a lot of really big players. And Canada aren't really that dominant. But on the ball, made some really good chances. Obviously a great goal from Kyle Lauren, I think it was. I think they should have scored more. Jonathan David had a chance quite early on in the game, around 13 yards out, with the freedom of the Bosnia box. I think, you know, Canada should have won the game, but also I think it was fair because, you know, they defended really well, and Canada just didn't take the chances, and that's what will cost you in a World Cup, not taking your chances. Quite a boring game though. Luckily it was quite early on, so it was, you know, no one was really complaining with how long it stayed on to. Okay, the next match, let me get my notes up once again. It is America versus Paraguay. Wow, wow, and wow. America, I was not familiar with your game. What a game. That was elite, to be honest. Obviously, the goal they conceded was, I mean, less than ideal. Could have very easily been defended. Well done from Miguel Almiron. That was good control, easy setup for Enciso, and a great finish by a player I don't know. Yeah, very good from the USA. I think Pulisic. Pulisic especially looked sharp. But all of them looked sharp. I think Serginho Dest was immense. I think Pulisic was immense. Obviously, Flo Balogun, unlucky to not have a hat trick. He was also immense. McKennie was my man of the match. McKennie just was doing fucking suicides up the pitch, left and right. I don't know how he done it for the full 90, but yeah, the whole American team is really good. Obviously, Chris Richards, Tim Ream at the back, very good. Freezing goal didn't really have much to do, but overall, they were really good. That was really entertaining to watch, and look out for America. Even though it's at their home stadium, I could see them going a bit far. I'm not saying go and fucking win it, but quarterfinals, you know, like they could surprise people. Obviously, as well with Donald Trump paying the refs, I'm joking. Um, Anything could happen. Like, this America team looked strong. Obviously, we need to team against a stronger outfit. I think Paraguay, as much as they did, you know, beat some big teams, they are still one of the worst ranking teams to qualify from South American qualifying. I think they've not got much quality. They've obviously got Alderete and Ciso, Gomez, that's about it. Sanabria up front, not really great. And yeah, wait until they come up against a better outfit. But look out for the US. They looked really, really good. The next game is, I mean, the biggest shock so far in the tournament. Qatar won, Switzerland won. And I think it was deserved. Switzerland had a lot of chances. I think their XG was pushing 3, maybe over 3. I think Switzerland deserved this. They were lackluster. They didn't take their chances. At the back, they were too confident. They went 1-0 up with a Brillon pen, which very controversially was given. I think it was definitely offside. I'm not a mathematician. You know, I'm not great with lines, but I mean, I can tell a line when it's pretty obvious someone's in front of you, and I think he was. Maybe the lines are different. Maybe the line was bent. I don't fucking know. All I know is that was definitely offside. I think Qatar deserved it, to be honest. Qatar had some decent chances, and I think they were well worth the point. They defended quite well, obviously. Limited Switzerland's very open chances. They had one on the brink of half time, what was blocked on the line. And I think, yes, Switzerland very lacklustre in front of goal. Dan and Doy, not really great. Granit Xhaka had a couple of long ranges. It just it wasn't there. Nothing really dropped from them. I don't think they have the attacking prowess as they do defensively or in the midfield. And I think that's what cost them. And Qatar, well worth their point. They deserve that. And that could possibly knock both teams out or give both teams a chance of getting in the third place. Because if Switzerland play like that, I don't see them beating the other two teams in the group. And I mean, Qatar, they are a win off from going to the round of 32, which I never thought I'd be saying, in the group they were in. They've probably got a point against, I mean, on paper, the hardest team in the group. But, that's football. Football, it happens. And the next game is, I believe, Brazil versus Morocco. Yeah, what a game. I mean, very evenly matched. Both teams, I think, the first 30 minutes, Morocco dominated. And then after the water break, I think Brazil got into the game. Obviously, Vinicius Junior got that really good goal. Very good goal from Ismail Saibari as well. Gabriel was not very bad, but very he wasn't confident. I think there was something up with him. Like, for the goal, I think it was his fault. I think he left the gap too open. Obviously, give the chance to play the ball through inside Barry. Great finish. I think Vinny's goal, obviously, it was the winger against winger. The winger was defending him, and that was never going to run well. Don't let him on the inside. You know what he's going to do, but it's about if you can stop him. He couldn't. And I think this was my first right prediction. So I'm happy with that. I think that Brazil had some chances. Igor Thiago had a header what he should have scored. I think they were quite close on multiple occasions. I think Morocco slightly edged, though. I think overall over the 90, I would have said a draw was fair. Both great teams, and I can see both teams going quite deep in the tournament. It was a really good game to watch. The first big game, people would say. And yeah, great game to watch. Hopefully, more of that to come from both teams, because that was really enjoyable. Next game, Steve Clark starting Army nearly slipped against Haiti. I think the easier team in the group, obviously, Morocco and Brazil to come. I think, once again, I think the game deserved a draw. To be honest, I don't think Scotland created too much off of the John McGinn goal. I think Haiti had some decent chances. They had a header from Piero, who plays in the Turkish league, I believe. Should have scored it. I think there wasn't really too many, big opportunities. It was more just like shots from the edge of the D, places like that. Nothing too crazy. I think Scotland could have hit and scored on the counter as well. Haiti had to be aware of that, and they played way better than I thought people would. I think Isidore was awful. I thought Bellegarde was awful. Took loads of shots from 30 yards, skied over. For a big player in that team, you should be playing better than that. I think the right winger, the number 11, I don't know his name, but he was really good. He was tearing John McGinn, and was it Aaron Hickey on that side? The whole 90 until Hickey came off. He played really well, and I think Haiti deserved the draw. But if they've came to pull up a fight, I don't think they came here to qualify with the group. They came to put a fight, and they certainly put up a fight. Nearly scared Scotland. Sadly, they didn't though. And yeah, great game for the neutral. And I think a draw was deserved, but Scotland, you can give them the flowers. They were good defensively, hit on the counter-attack a lot. They dominated for a bit as well for that 20-minute period. Scored, sat back, fine. The final game, the hard one to watch, Australia-Turkey. I mean, Aussie. Am I right? I think I wanted Australia to win, and they won. They hit on the counter-attack. Is it Nakuri? I don't know. But Irankunda was very good off the counter-attack. Obviously, he's got lightning quick. The Watford man, very, very good. Obviously, Turkey, didn't really make the chances, and they got cost for it. I think Australia were really good defensively, sat back in the 5-4-1, let them have the ball, and then once the ball got to the creative players, very closed down really quickly, like the Hakan Çalhanoğlu, Arda Güler, Yilmaz, Aktikoglu, these players didn't really get in the game, and I think that is why, and Kenan Yildiz even when he got on, and I think that's the reason why Turkey couldn't win this game. Their big players got shut out by the Australian defence, and I mean the Australians will be buzzing with that. I mean they have 3 points. They with 2 goal difference, they could be through with that. With the third place qualifying. Turkey very underwhelming, but overall Australia very, very good defensively, and I think they deserve the win. Shut up shop, didn't allow Turkey too much, and yeah, very deserved. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. If you did enjoy, please like and subscribe. What do you think of the games? Obviously, shame some of them are quite late, but what can we do? It's football. You have to live for football. Football is life, as Danny Rojas said. I think very good game day. Excited for tonight as well. Germany, Netherlands, Ivory Coast play, all of them. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe and like if you haven't. Let me know down in the comments what to name the series. There's 39 days of it, so I have to come up with a name eventually. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Thank you guys for watching, and hopefully you have a good day. Peace.